Welcome to my channel, where you totally watch for the survival tips, and definitely not the other features. Sure, let's go with that. Girl using her sports bra as a water filter when your thirst for clean water meets your thirst for attention. Blowing soap bubbles with a leaf, forget food, prioritize aesthetic wilderness content. Fixing a candle with a soda can and random L-shaped pipe, yes. Because every forest comes with a Home Depot section. Here's the deal, we're gonna try to watch these very serious survival videos, without getting distracted by the obvious, educational visuals. Spoiler, I give myself 30 seconds. Like and subscribe if you've also questioned your life choices while watching someone filter water with their underwear. Okay, hold up. I just found the most important survival tutorial of all time, bro. This girl's out here in the wilderness like Bear Grylls. If Bear Grylls was sponsored by Lululemon and a Victoria's Secret catalog. And the camera's just locked onto her chest like it's the North Star. Come on. We get it, YouTube algorithm, I'm a weak man. But I came here for survival tips. Unless the tip is distract bears with cleavage, which, honestly, might work. Wait, she's making bubbles? Out of a leaf? Bro, if I'm lost in the jungle, my priority isn't how to recreate my nephew's birthday party. Ah yes, the ancient art of leaf horsey soap? Survival tip 1, if you run out of water, just drink the bubble solution. You'll die. But your last thought will be, damn, that was whimsical. And let's talk about the outfit. Purple gym set? In the forest? Oh. I get it, it's camouflage, for hiding in a... This isn't survival content, this is a Hooters ad with extra steps. Step 1, find leaf. Step 2, boobs. Step 3, profit. I'd still watch this over naked and afraid, though. At least here, the bear gets a show. Survival tip 2, don't. First off, how is this a survival video? Bro, she falls in a stream and suddenly it's Planet Earth, wet t-shirt edition. Like, I get it, nature is dangerous. But the most immediate threat here is the internet's collective heartbeat spiking. Come on. And then she whips out makeup remover cotton pads like she's in the middle of a Sephora. Not the damn Amazon. Oh yeah, step 1, get soaking wet for reasons. Step 2, improvise your swabs like MacGyver with a Sephora addiction. Dude, if I'm lost in the woods, I'm not packing luxury skincare, I'm trying not to drink my own pee. Wow, survival skills, so impressive. Wait, what was she doing again? I think I blacked out after the waterfall scene. Here's my survival tip, if you're stranded in the wilderness, just fall dramatically into a river and wait for the thirst comments to summon a rescue helicopter. Help! I'm lost. Also, does anyone have a blow dryer? Asking for a friend. Look. I'm all for creative survival tactics, but this is like Bear Grylls mixed with a Victoria's Secret photo shoot. Forget fire, shelter, or food, prioritize skincare and camera angles. Man. At this point, I'm just waiting for the Lost in the Woods but also doing a full skincare routine episode. Gotta exfoliate, for survival. Alright, let's break down this survival video, or as I like to call it, when Instagram models try to be Bear Grylls. First off, homegirl steps on a freaking railroad spike like it's a Lego. And instead of teaching us how to not die of sepsis in the wild, she's like, let's turn this rusty death trap into a tiny hiking staff. Come on. If I step on a nail that big, the only thing I'm crafting is my last will and testament. And let's be real, nobody's watching this for survival tips. We're all just waiting for that slow-motion physics demonstration when she yanks her foot up. Wow, nature is, resilient. Hey, did she say something about sticks? I got distracted by the scenery. Here's my survival tip: if you're dumb enough to wander into the woods in gym clothes and step on a nail, at least lick the wound for electrolytes. That's science, baby. Final verdict? This video's about as useful as a sunscreen commercial in a cave. But hey, at least we learned one thing: the real survival skill is keeping straight-faced while the internet loses its mind. Alright, let's talk about this latest survival video, or as I like to call it, bamboo boobs, lost in the woods. First of all, homegirl's out here harvesting bamboo shoots like she's in some kind of sexy farming simulator, and the second she bends over, it's like physics itself takes center stage. Come on. I came here to learn how to not die in the wilderness, not witness the greatest wardrobe malfunction that never quite happens. And then, she's suddenly on the hunt for rope in the middle of the jungle? Bro, where is she finding this perfectly coiled, Amazon Prime delivered survival rope? Last time I checked, the forest doesn't have a Home Depot. If I'm stranded, I'm using vines, my shoelaces, or pure desperation, not some mysteriously pristine rope that just happens to be lying around. Yeah. Bamboo, survival. Hey, did she say something about knots? I was too busy wondering how her shirt stayed on after that bend. Here's my survival tip. If you're foraging in the woods and your biggest concern is whether your top can handle the laws of gravity, maybe wear a damn backpack instead of relying on hope and a prayer. Or better yet, just admit this is a thirst trap with foliage and call it a day. Final verdict? This is less survival guide and more how to distract Bear Grylls. But hey, at least we all learned something. The real survival skill is keeping your clothes on when the internet is watching. Let me get this straight. We're watching a survival video where instead of using, I don't know, charcoal or sand like a normal person, this genius whips out her sports bra padding to filter water? Are you kidding me? First of all, if I'm dying of thirst in the woods, the last thing I want is my survival water tasting like a locker room mixed with coconut body spray. Here. Drink this, it's got notes of desperation and fabric softener. Come on. And let's talk about the technique here. She's basically just pouring water through her bra inserts like she's making jungle coffee. Bro, if this actually worked, REI would be selling survival bra inserts for $49.99 a pair. Now with 20% more filtration and none of the dignity. Yeah, water purification, very important. Wait. Did she just, the science seems sound if you don't think about it at all. Here's my real survival tip, if you're thirsty enough to consider drinking through someone's underwear. Maybe you should just lick the damn moss. At least that's organic. The only thing this video is filtering is common sense out of the internet. But hey, at least we learned something today. When the apocalypse comes, remember your bra is not a Brita. Okay, what in the actual what are we watching here? This chick's out in the woods fixing a broken candle like she's MacGyver with daddy issues. She's melting wax in a thing soda can, which, sure, kinda makes sense, but then pours it into some random L-shaped pipe like it's a goddamn plumbing project? Come on. First of all, if you're surviving in the wilderness and find an L-shaped pipe just lying around, congratulations, you're not lost, you're behind a Home Depot. And second, even my dumbass knows melted wax would just pour right out of that thing. This isn't survival, it's a bad porno plot with worse engineering. Yeah, candle repair, very useful. Wait. Is that, the physics seems, hold on, let me rewind that part about the pipe. For science. Here's my real survival tip, if your candle breaks in the woods, rub two sticks together like a normal fucking person. Or better yet, embrace the darkness and finally have an excuse for why you're crying. Let's be honest, nobody's watching this for the skills. We're all just here pretending to learn while staring at her D-cups like they're the goddamn North Star. Final verdict? This video's about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. But hey, at least the scenery is nice. I'd say this insults my intelligence, but let's face it, I clicked for the tits, I stayed for the train wreck. Survival of the fittest, baby. Okay, let's break this down, because apparently, we've reached the point where survival skills just mean vibes and wishful thinking. So this girl's out here in the jungle like, hey, let's eat this random fruit, no idea what it is, could be poison, could be a delicacy, could be a government experiment, but HUI, adventure, right? And the whole time, the camera's like, fruit? What fruit? All I see are D-cups of destiny bouncing in the wilderness. Come on. Yeah, Foraging, very important. Wait, did she say something about toxins? I was too busy wondering how her shirt hasn't given up yet. Here's my real survival tip. If you're gonna risk your life eating mystery fruit, at least boil it in your sports bra first, you know. For flavor. Final verdict? This isn't a survival guide, it's a how to get Darwin Award nomination while looking hot tutorial. But hey, at least we learned one thing. The real survival skill is keeping the internet's attention, by any means necessary. Okay, let me get this straight, we're supposed to believe this is a survival video, but at this point, I think even Bear Grylls is watching this going, man. I should've just brought my tits instead of all this gear. First off, homegirl drops her matches in the river, classic survival blunder. We've all been there, but instead of waiting for them to dry like a normal person, she's out here doing MacGyver cosplay with straws and a butchered matchbox. Come on. Bro. If you're gonna MacGyver something, at least make it remotely functional. This isn't a life hack, it's a how to make fire with extra steps. Wait, hold on, so she's using straws to, what? Blow on the matches? Like a sexy birthday candle? And why's she cutting up the striker pad like it's arts and crafts hour at Hooters survival camp? Squints, man. I lost track of the lesson after the wardrobe malfunction suspense. Here's my real survival tip. If your matches get wet, just rub 2 sticks together, or, hell, rub 2 brain cells together and realize maybe straws aren't the missing link in fire-starting technology. Final verdict? This video's about as useful as a fire extinguisher made of gasoline. But hey, at least we all learned something today. The real survival skill is keeping a straight face while the internet simps over physics-defying cleavage. So let me get this straight, homegirl drops her lighter, and her big brain survival solution is to whip out a pencil sharpener from God knows where? Come on. What is this? A survival video or a goddamn episode of Pimp My Backpack? Since when do pencil sharpeners just grow on trees in the jungle? Wait, she's using a pencil sharpener to make kindling, but then she just uses another lighter to light it? Bro. Man, I got lost somewhere between the survival part and the D-cups of common sense part. Here's my actual survival tip for you dumbass at home. If you lose your lighter in the woods, maybe don't rely on finding an F-King stationery store first. Try rubbing 2 sticks together like our ancestors did, you know, before they invented OnlyFans survival hacks. This isn't survival content, this is a goddamn infomercial for why we need to bring back school shop class. But wait, there's more. She'll sell you the goddamn pencil sharpener too for 3 easy payments of $19.99. Final verdict? I've seen better survival skills from my drunk uncle trying to barbecue. At this point she should just start a channel called Hot Girls Doing Dumb *T in the Woods and call it a day. First of all, she just finds a soda can in the middle of the jungle? Come on. What is this? Lost meets Castaway meets product placement. The movie. Oh look, a pristine, unopened beverage just chilling by this tree, must be my lucky day. And then, her big brain solution to opening it is to take off her bra and use the clasp as a can opener? Bro. I've seen some questionable life hacks, but this is next level. I refuse to believe this is real. Wait, so she's unhooking her to open it, stares blankly. You know what? I give up. At this point, I'm just impressed she didn't try to open it with her eyelashes. Here's my actual survival tip. If you find a random soda can in the wilderness, maybe don't drink it, because if you're that thirsty, you've got bigger problems than a stubborn tab. This isn't a survival tutorial. This is a how to get internet famous without actually knowing anything masterclass. Final verdict? If Bear Grylls saw this, he'd quit survivalism and start a sitcom instead.